Hooda, you the gang show. Hooda, LK. Hooda, you the gang. Present.
What up, everybody? Y'all already know what I do. Y'all know who I am. It's your boy, Hooda LK. I'm out here presenting as I do. And the guy on the screen that you see, his name is Ray Trax. And I'm not going to talk too much with an intro because he can speak for himself. He is the legendary Ray Trax. So, welcome to the show, good brother.
What it is, Hooda, man, what up? They don't
I,
want no war with the war. The alumni, homie. Hood Celeb Worldwide, Ray Trizzy, man. What it
Word up.
is.
Hey, man, I can't complain, man. Just happy to have you here, man. It's a blessing for you to come through.
No doubt, man. I'm always pull up. Man, they'll learn, but, that's my Hooda, my guy, man. So this ain't nothing. It's family
I,
shit.
I appreciate it, man. Definitely. Okay, so we're going to start this thing off all the way right. Where did Ray Trax come from? What inspired Ray Trax to start from the beat side, making instrumentals? And who inspired you?
Man, what started me, moms. Well, first of all, I guess let me just get this out or whatever. My origins, rest in peace, Uncle Wu, Papa Wu, and rest in peace, ODB. And the Wu relatives, those my relatives. So of course, watching that and whatever, and trying to just make your own identity from that. And then at 15, me and my boys, we seen this commercial with the MTV generator. And anybody listen to this, made a whole lot of us with that MTV generator shit. And I believe that was like PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 1.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, man, just messing around with that at first. I used to, take the MTV generator riffs and flip it. And then I just started to get into making my own riffs and melodies. They call it riffs, but it's same difference.
Right.
And then once I started to get good with that, my other older homies used to tell me like, man, you gotta get an MPC and stuff. You gotta get, the real dog equipment. But my ideas was there, in my early beats. And it's all kind of the same in my beats now, the creativity, me mixing genres. It was always there. So, and then, I had to master that MTV generator thing first. And then, I got introduced to FL3.
Okay. That's Fruity
And this
Loops
is
for
like,
y'all, the guys that don't know. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Fruity Loops, FL, whatever. But, FL definitely prominent. FL make everything on the radio right now. And I
Facts.
remember when they used to joke it. And I
Yeah.
never, I don't joke. I'm just like I tell people, when you listen to people that say, oh, that movie, nah, go watch it with your own two eyeballs. I don't do that. So when people was talking about FL, I'm like, nah, let me get on this. And got on it and just made it work. Shout out to FL too, man. Like if y'all looking for a brand ambassador, holla at me. But yeah, man, just got on FL and went crazy. Oh, hold on, man. I'm bouncing around. After the MTV, yeah, my bad. Hold on. After the MTV generating shit, I had got on the MPC XL and the Triton. You know what I mean?
My
So
faves.
I got on that after the MTV generator. With my homies like, yo, you got to get equipment. Beasted on that. That's where I really got my grit. And then I got on the FL because I used to just run the hard drives up. Like I would make beats, it would fill it up. And then once I started having to delete beats that was dope, it was like, nah, man, I gotta find something that. And then FL3 came out in a perfect timing on a computer. And your beat, you could put as many beats on your computer as you could hold.
Word. That's a fact. So, all right. And when did you know that you were serious when you started making the beats where you was like, I'm gonna lock in for the summer and just boom, I'm gonna lock in and this is what I do.
I think when like my brothers, shout out Kelsey and Vaughn, and my mom, like
Salute.
would come in the room, and this at the time I was living with my mom, and She like, you did that? I'm like, yeah. And at the time I'm flipping shit, which I still did crates. The music that my mom used to play. Shout out my uncle Latik. You know what I mean? 'Cause he definitely was a big part in making me understand the groove. You know what I mean? DJing and how Unc would blend and do his blends, and he would tap his foot. And I know when he would tap his foot a certain way, that was that groove. So I would pay attention from that when I was a little kid, and I just found my own groove. I understood it, and then I had to make my own groove. And recently, what I mean, my uncle Latik gave me my props. Like, yo, my bass lines be the shit. I mean, I'm a bad motherfucker.
Word. That's what's up. Okay, so go ahead and tell the people how was it growing up in the Wu Tang family, pretty much, because you had Wu Tang, and how did you distinguish that you were going to have your own independent stamp instead of, you know what I'm saying, living in the shadow of the Wu Tang Clan?
Um, for the lessons, it was dope. You know what I mean? Uncle Wu, for all the stuff that people used to hear on the albums. You know what I mean? We was around Uncle Wu. So he was a little bit more harder on us and expecting more out of us. And now that he gone, I really feel that on me as far as everything I done carved out and made outside of that. But yeah, man, once you just start to see like people don't want you to fit in, I mean, I'm gonna shrivel up. Like hell no. I knew I was talented, so I just kept going. And at 18, what I mean, this guy Jim Jones, everybody know, dragged me on the way to church. That was his first album. I make a joke about it. And yeah, that was it, man. Once that happened, did that on my own. They was like, what? And then what's crazier, he went and grabbed Cam and Jewels on it. So I'm still going to school.
Word.
I'm walking through the hall. It's on. They like, yo,
Ray
you know what I mean? He
Tracks.
did the Dipset word. I had my
That's
homies in
fire.
Harlem. They used to tell me, yo, they be playing your record in Harlem every day. Shout out my dude Allen too. Word, Allen. He used to tell me, yo, they used to play that record in Harlem. That was one of the Harlem joints right there. That was a Harlem anthem at the time. Cause it's only one way up. And I feel
Right.
like when I did that, like looking back at it now, like that was the universal God talking to me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I need to get that tatted on me. You know what I mean? Because it's only one way up. You gonna
Yeah.
bend, you gonna twist, don't break.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Twist, bend, adjust, be like water, like Bruce Lee say.
word. That's right. It forms to everything. That's a fact. Okay, so when you started like getting to the Jim Jones level and all the above and being so young with this going on, how did you handle it and keep yourself, because you're a humble guy, how did you handle it, as you know what I'm saying, to stay so humble?
I seen everybody else that thought they was really gonna leave around the way come back. So it was like, I don't know, you know what I mean, to be shitting on people. It ain't this like even with me right now, y'all, this shit ain't guaranteed. Like I
Yeah.
gotta do more now that I'm, Ray Tracks, whatever. But it was like more fun than when I wasn't, because I was just, on whatever. Now it's business stuff, it's expectancy. People do expect that level from me nowadays, because they seen what I could do. So that's the only
Right.
difference about it. It's like once you do, that's it. You
And
gotta do your level every time.
did you have a troubling background? Like, were you the ones that was out busting heads, or was you the one that was that they protected you because you were the bag in the future?
Um, I'm aware and I got common sense. So, and I don't respect people that put their peoples in harm's way or whatever, how whatever. So like I'ma try to do, like I said, problem prevention. I'm in the studio, my place of business. That's gonna shut all of that shit out. If I'm idle, But I try to be in my place of business. But at them times, that's when they had album release parties stuff. We was outside. I remember one time I was telling the truth. Andre Harrell, I had some dope ass sneakers on, some Cashies, and Andre Harrell, rest in peace his soul. That nigga stopped me to be like, "Yo, them sneakers is hard." And this is way before like I only had that one placement.
Word.
So I
Oh
always,
yeah, that's right.
was
Tell them about the placement. I'm sorry, I forgot all about to bring that part in on the Jim Jones and all that. You know what I'm saying? The placement part.
only one way up. On my way to church album, Jim Jones' first album. You can't, you know what I mean? Like Jim Jones, everybody know his story. He
Right.
wasn't a prominent artist, so me and him kind of made each other professional on that joint. Yeah,
So did you get to sit down with him and while he was creating it, or was like he got the beat and then he sent it to you and let you hear what was going on?
he actually got the beat, and I think he actually wrote about it in the Double XL. He wrote that verse or whatever on the beach.
Oh,
So
okay.
now I wasn't a part of the session. I was in VA at the time. Shout out to the home team, the whole hood celeb worldwide, Trapper G, Swoosh Fontaine, Oso, G Man Rock, True Knowledge, Trenchy,
Yeah,
Champ Marciano.
y'all got a hell of a lineup for real. Very talented artists. All those names he just said, very talented, very talented. So so with you also being a artist slash producer slash creator slash organizer slash businessman slash father slash husband slash everything that you're into, how do you find the time to keep yourself in the forefront? Like you as hood celeb, also as a face.
Um, it's the season. Because sometimes you might not see me if I feel like, I mean, I don't overkill, only when necessary.
Well, good answer. Good
You know what I
answer.
mean? I'm supposed to be in the stew like I am right now. I'm in my home studio, in house joint, where a lot of the good ideas come from. Then I bring it to the big stew. That's how I always been though, from back in the day. I work better with my own thoughts. People be trying to, yo, add this and that and press this sound, and people be fascinated. So if I'm not really working on nothing serious, you know, fascination on whatever, but when I'm trying to knock stuff out, like I need to just be in my mind.
Okay, and starting off, like we had said, you were young, 18, so and you stayed humble. What kind of advice could you give to the youth today that's inspired to be artists and producers and trying to get in the lane that basically, that you drove in? You know what I'm saying?
Man, start young. Definitely find somebody who supports you. Borrow money from your moms or your parents to save your allowance or whatever. Things is way more affordable now. I had to save up $3,000 to get a Triton keyboard. Then,
Facts. That's yeah.
so it was like the MPC was about 1,300 with the zip drive. So it's like, the thing that made it special when I started, and it was like, yo, you know what I mean? I remember one time, um, I had some company over, a female, and I think she watched something on MTV. I think Pharrell and Timbaland and all of them had to make a beat with an opera sample, and she was telling me, yo, I seen your drum machine on the MTV shit. So it started to become more, you know what I mean,
Noticeable.
prominent. Hmm.
Right. Right. Okay. And so not only have you worked with Jim Jones, but you got a resume. So you care to run down the people that has, what I'm saying, that you've blessed
Um,
with
of
background music
course,
for their classics?
Dipset, like I just named. Um, we got joints on Killer Season, the soundtrack movie. Um, I got a joint with Papoose on it. Papoose, LEP Bogus Boys. Um, um, of course, early on I did some stuff with Wu. Uh, man, I think think that's it, man. It's more, but that's the names I can name off the top right now.
Okay, that's cool. And how many times did you hit the billboards, brother?
3 times, man.
3 times. That's fire. That is fire.
Word.
So the first time you was excited. After that, did you have the same feeling when you heard it was 3 times?
Um, I was just excited, period. You know what I mean? Like I say again, um, just coming from where we come from, humble beginnings. People don't even think you could do it. So whatever come with it, sometimes it be it be in the big industry. So maybe your win might not be as big as somebody else or whatever, but for us, we always maximize our wins as independents.
Okay, and so as a producer of the crew and an orchestrator, how do you keep yourself from not jumping on everybody else's music? Because y'all produce some dope tracks, and me as the artist side, I would want to jump on that shit, especially in the studio, being there and being the one to orchestrate it. How do you know? Okay, this beat goes to y'all. I'm not going to jump on this.
Feeling like certain beats that I make, I just have my own ideas to it, or like, yo, I gotta rap to this. And then certain beats I just make, I'm like, I know this is a dope beat. I know if bro and them hear it, you know what I mean? Chances are, not 10 times out of 10, they gonna record to it.
Okay, and so all right, so I'm about to throw you a curveball on the team. Which one is your favorite artist? Like to throw in first. I know everybody get busy, but it gotta be a prioritized list of if you're putting something out, who's coming out first outside of yourself.
Um, I guess I would have to say it would have to be Swoosh Fontaine.
Swoosh is dope. He's very
Like,
dope.
bro, just like, a lot of this stuff come from experience.
Right.
It's just like football, just like a sport. You can't coach certain stuff. That player looking at the clock, or y'all need a touchdown, or y'all need an interception. That's just in you.
Yeah, that's a
And
fact.
eventually artists get it and everybody get it and learn it. But of raw talent and natural, like, bro got it. Like, I don't, it ain't too much. Like, a lot of the times the music y'all hear, he freestyling off the top of the head from him hearing the beat the first time.
Do when you
So
make your beats, do you already have like choruses for it and how you hear the person supposed to be rapping with the cadence, or do you, the artists basically have freedom to do their own thing?
I give them the freedom to do their own thing. If sometimes or now, because I'm be songwriting and rapping, I might, fuck around. Like, they might freestyle, and then after they freestyle, or I just know measurements, so I know about a 16, even if you freestyling, and I'll just say the hook I got to it, and either they be like, "Yo, bro, that's dope," or they might have something else to it, and if or that might make them come up with a hook, and sometimes that's all it's about. It don't ever be about me actually being on the record. It's more like coaching. So you making a hook now, or for whatever gibberish I was saying.
Word. So it's more of a is is it a hum or is like a
Nah, I'll be really, going or
words?
saying whatever words,
Okay.
flowing,
Okay.
freestyling. My flow simple, like I guess we could put the link to my album I put out, Dark Side of a Genius, 2019.
We'll
So
put it in the
y'all get a
description
little
for
bit
sure.
of my artistry as far as me. Like, my shit's simple, but I guess my cadence and my voice is what makes me me.
Okay. That makes sense. So when you are creating, how do you set your mood, or is it just like you just turn on the stuff and go at it, or do you have like a certain mode you gotta, some
Yeah,
people burn candles, some people smoke, some people drink, some people pop pills, whatever they do to get into their vibe. How do you get into yours?
it's a mode. You know what I mean? Like I just get in the mode. Like when I'm freestyling a lot that day, that's when it's like, yo, stop wasting it. But most of the time I gotta do other stuff and really handle the business. But the artist days, the days when I'm like freestyling a lot and it's kind of coming fluent, and I'm like, yo, that sound kind of cool. But I never know till I gotta lay it,
Right.
and then once I lay it, I'm like, yo, that's cool. And then if I do the verse, and then I put a little mix to it, and it just gets cooler to me, and I'm like, yo, this a cool little joint you did. Me as an artist,
Right.
I'm harder on myself in that world than in the producer world, cause I already know people gonna attack me off the rip, like just cause you think you can make beats, like to rap on your own shit
Okay, so
and
the
kind
birth.
of be just as
Oh, go ahead.
good.
Right. Okay, so the birth of Hood Celeb. Where did the idea come from? How did you come up with the logo? Because that's dope with the record at the bottom and then the hood on the top, and then that's some hard, real hard shit. Yeah,
Or
shining bright. That's very bright. Yes, sir. Grab your shades, everybody. So how did you come up with that? The birth of Hood Celeb.
um, well, shout out, like I say, Tribal G and Swoosh, and myself. After I got a couple placements, and you know, uh, I was doing work with like other cliques and crews, and again, like just noticing, like they don't really want me to shine as much, so we kind of got tired of that, and just like everybody else, created our own label. Well, we was a production company first, so we was like, I it's less headache this way. Whereas we a production company, which I'm getting the placements and stuff, and then we had Swoosh. You know what I mean? Which every now and again we was just dropping, a song with bro, just to make that. And then after a while we just started to focus on bro. I had enough placement stuff, whatever. I had more than enough stuff to perpetuate that and be like, you know what? Who else gonna give my brother a chance than me?
Oh,
And
yeah.
fast forward to where we at now. Shit is amazing.
Okay. Okay, and so the logo. How did you come up with that?
My shout out to my dude Fashion Hurts. He made the Ray Trice logo design. We told him what we wanted, and then he killed it with the city and record idea. And then of course, at the time, I'm like, if I'm or we whatever making a label, we ain't gotta look around. We just swap out, from Ray Tracks to her celebs, and it was just easy like that. Like I was like, yo, we ain't gonna complicate it. Like this is the design right here that the homie made for my logo. It's dope. You gotta just swap the name out, but I'm still me. And that was always the, I guess, the underline whatever. Like I was always Ray Tracks. You know what I mean? And it was always to be like that. Like everybody I guess felt like bro gotta still be him regardless of the label.
Okay, and how did you get from New York to Virginia?
Um, just traveling, man, hitting the roads, and definitely, we got family out there. So before traveling hit the roads, like we used to always go out Virginia every summer. So we got family down there. So it just made sense to, put the studio down there and, really, just add on to, what the family already had down there.
Okay, that makes good sense. Good sense. All right, and so in this game, you've done things that a lot of producers wish they could reach that pinnacle of. What would you say to those producers that because now it's not the same, like music is not passed around the same like how it used to be back in the day. So in this day and time, the way that the music is being, the producers are, they spam, they keep sending you links and tell you, you can rap over this beat, get the exclusive stuff like that. Do you see that as a formula that would work to the inspiring producers to get where you were, that plateau of billboards and stuff? Do you think that method works?
Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna say I don't knock it. I mean, if it works for whoever. But just saying off my opinion, um, I was the producer always to come to the studio. I felt like that would be a better chance because you're gonna get the vibe of me, my beats, me, and it convert.
So
Email,
right, email.
like only
That's what I'm saying.
only if you built the relationship, then it works way better than just randomly, I would think, sending it out.
Okay. So, have you set your price on your beats? Do you make them affordable for the people, or are you tagging that billboard on them like, yo, you got to come out that pocket to get this Ray tracks?
Man, that's the headache I'll be having all day. Cause it's like, word, you don't never devalue yourself. At the same time, you want to work with people. Um, like I lease the records, like how people lease cars, like nowadays for affordable lease. And then depending on definitely for the exclusive, which makes more sense if you're trying to really do something with the record. I try to make it decent for the independents. I have packages. If you're a major artist, definitely, I'm gonna go with the major artist budget. But if you an indie, I gotta go with the thousands package for you, which lets I'm trying to uh help you out, try and work with
Okay.
you.
Okay. And so, are you looking for more artists at the time, or is it just home team at the moment? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. Like anybody want to get up with me, y'all could holla at my assistant at Beat Trafficking on Instagram, or y'all could contact Hooda here because I am part of the War Stories Radio uh network team. We got the Chicken Talk Radio, Celeb podcast on there. So yeah, I'm around.
Okay. And so, in your era of doing this, what would you say is your favorite time of being in the producing and all the above? Was it when you had the accolades going down at that time, or is it more of the independent route that you're in right now?
Definitely when it was more fun based versus now. But the fact that like people kind of like I'm notable is like just equal. It's
So they're
like equal.
about the same. Okay, I got
Yeah,
you
it's
on
about
that.
the same. Like
And how do you know what beat goes to what artist?
um, just working with artists for so long. They cadences, they hooks, they verses stuff. So unless they, tell you they like trying to change it up, you kind of know, or you know your signature sound that you make with frequent collaborators.
Okay, so also the future of Hood Celeb, correct?
Yep.
How did you know that he had it just as good? Shouts out to Swoosh, because Swoosh is a monster, the pack animal for sure, and
Yeah.
also is the future for sure. How did you know he had what it take to be a part and to take You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure the little cousins come around and or the little bros and all that. How did you be like this one here? We're gonna snatch up and work with.
Well, definitely, like I said, like how you said, once again, shout out Big Bro Swoosh Fontaine, pack animal available now. www.hustcelebs.com, and y'all could go ahead and follow bro at Swoosh Fontaine 2.0 on the IG, and y'all could go follow at Hustcelebs on the IG. Um, Also with just watching me and Swoosh, and just got in like little by little, and he would record his music and always let us hear it, and like I'm not even surprised. What I mean, being up, just seeing us, and every time Swoosh got a new record or new records or a new project, he playing it for little bro, so you just absorb it.
Okay, and G Man Rock. How did you know that Baltimore brother had it also as well?
Word, big shout out G Man Rock. Y'all can go follow bro at G Man Rock 410 on the Instagram. Oh man, I was just telling bro that the other day. Um, when we first met, bro was telling me like wherever studio, wherever he was at recording, like they ain't want to let bro get his songs off. And when he was playing me the stuff that he had on his phone, like the voice notes, I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. So I'm gonna send you Hooda the first joint that me and G Man did. I gotta send you some of the classic
Okay.
classic G Man.
Word.
Joints. Hustle Lab, they classic now. And yeah man, like shout out to G Man. Like bro is definitely a MC. So and me making this Hustle Lab thing, like Swoosh is like a hybrid. Bro can do whatever style flow. That's why I don't put no uh cap on him. But G Man Rock definitely um putting the MC back in it with me on the production, and yeah man, that shit is hard, man. Like or bro be spending some shit, man.
He does.
Like
That's a
niggas ain't
fact.
fucking with bro. Like he in his element, and you know what I mean. Like I felt like I needed that over here in the camp. I had everything else. I didn't have really that. And bro definitely diverse and versatile. Like, he can do different records. But like I'm just a fan when bro just do that MC shit. Like niggas ain't fucking with him on that MC shit, man. Niggas could just throw in a towel and he just get better, and he always amazes me, yo.
Yeah, me
Word.
too. He's dope. No lie. Okay, so uh, you said Trapper G. Now Trapper G is Hood Celeb official for sure. Like he's the
Yeah.
isn't he
Big
like
cuz,
the
big
first artist?
CEO,
Yeah.
founder, first
Okay.
artist. Or like definitely the cuz Celebs founder, CEO. Big shout out to Trapper G. Cuz gonna see this. So yeah, definitely man. And his single coming out crazy. I ain't
Oh,
even going.
he
You know what
coming
I
back
mean?
out too.
Yeah,
Word.
man. I should tell Yahoo. Nah, I'm a. But his record is crazy, Jack. Or his
Word.
single is crazy. Or
And can they find Trapper on social media or he's not that
yeah, definitely go follow the company page, man, at Hustlebs on
a
the
hustler?
Instagram. So
Okay.
yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah. So and Champ Marciano. How did you link up with him?
Or big shout out Champ Marciano. Um, just him and Swoosh caught a vibe. They was making music, and bro just ushered bro into the camp. Bro from Atlanta, and Champ a dope vocalist. Go check out Snake's video on YouTube now. Yeah, I mean, y'all could go check that joint out. That's a joint y'all could get from Champ, and that's on all streaming platforms. So and go check out Up Like Vert from Oso video.
Yeah, it's
That's out on
fire.
all streaming platforms, and y'all can go check out Make 'Em Hurt
Hmm.
video, and that's out on all streaming platforms. And y'all can go check out Swoosh Fontaine, Hustler's Anthem,
Hmm.
and Franklin Saint. That's out on YouTube and available on all streaming platforms right now.
A lot of work getting done out here. So Ray Trax now, if he could go back and talk to the Ray Trax, the young Ray Trax, what advice would he give to that Ray Trax?
Stay focused. You're gonna hear a lot of shit about you. Just stay focused. You got this.
Word.
Look what you achieve, or
Yeah.
look what you've been achieving.
And now,
That's what I would tell a young Ray Trax.
okay, now would the young Ray Trax see himself doing, well, podcast and whatnot at the time, but something radio related outside of creating?
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. I ain't see that coming at all, but it's dope, man. Like that just I feel like that puts the character, you know what I mean, on my music. So you can understand, my music a little bit more. It's like language.
Okay. So are you, we are getting a Ray Trax project.
I don't know, man. I think we might get a new Ray Track song.
A song, okay. Not a whole
Yeah.
project, but you will get some Ray Track lyrical along with the production. So you're gonna do both.
Yeah, I might drop a new song on y'all next year. But I don't know, you know what I mean? If I do a new project, it's gonna probably be like a DJ Khaled, me grabbing up Swoosh also, championing them and producing it.
Okay. And is it harder to make beats of, I mean, to rap over your own beat?
Nah, man, it's because now that I songwrite, if I come up with some hooks or some ideas, like it just flow. And then if I'm keeping it me, it's easy for me to rap me than to or I could rap something now. I can I could put trap on this. I could put G Man on this. It's easier to keep it in. You know what I
Okay.
mean? If I'm not using it for myself all the way, and I want one of the bros to get on this record, I'm gonna make the hook make sense for us.
Okay. This question here, I don't know if I should ask it, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Is there ever, or could there ever, be a Hood Celeb Wu Tang collaboration?
Hmm. Uh. Nah.
No.
I don't think it would make sense.
Okay. Understandable.
Like
Understandable.
they at their stature, we on our stature, and it's different. You know what I mean? We more of you know like maybe like a modern day. You know what I mean? Like we the modern day.
Modern day music makers or the modern day Wu
Yeah,
Tang?
we the modern day music makers. Cause we
Oh,
would
okay.
never want to be nobody else. We the first hood celebs.
Yeah, that's true. That's a
So
fact.
we trying to go down as the first hood celebs. And we learned and seen from that era of music and took jewels from that to business wise. Cause I'll give y'all this. It's 10% music and 90% business.
Facts. Woo. Who you telling? Good gracious, it is. Okay, so now we got to talk about the good brother, True Knowledge, man. This brother is he is the web that gets he connects. That's what he does.
Definitely.
That's what he does. He is I like to call him Jimmy Hart, man. You remember Jimmy Hart, the mouth of the
Yeah.
South.
hmm
Yeah, I mean he could sell well to water to a well and all that good shit. Like he could put braces in a mouth that's perfect, just perfect. Like he's like that. How did y'all connect up?
Um. Again, you know what I mean, through swoosh. You know what I mean, bro. Just seen something in True Knowledge, and once he got his mind right, bro. Ushered them my way, and I just gave him um something to really put his ambition and his drive and his passion towards. It's something that he's really good at. And you know what I mean, he definitely dope at that. Shout out True Knowledge, man. You know what I mean, my co-host on
Definitely.
Chicken Talk Radio every Friday, live 8 p.m.
Yep.
here on War Stories Radio. So, um, yeah, man, like, it's just dope. Like, it's all organic. The universal God, you know what I mean, in timing, he put the right pieces and parts around you, and you just make it happen. Like my uncle would tell me, my uncle Ace.
Okay, and what's next for Hood Celeb?
Um, Drop more music, drop more visuals. I'ma jump in that sound kit world. And probably maybe drop like a ebook maybe to help the beat makers and the producers out. And, go in on a little bit of the details about the music production business side and help them out in that side.
And so did you self teach yourself, or did you have to get some education behind it, or did you learn as you go on the business side and the production side? I mean, creating.
Keep it real with y'all both, man. You gotta learn as you go. And at the same time, read information, read different books, stuff. Go make it your business to go get the information
Okay.
because it's out there,
Yeah,
especially nowadays.
definitely. So okay, right quick, top five producers, dead or alive.
Ooh, that's a good one. I ain't prepared for that one. Um, Top five. I'm gonna put Pete Rock. This ain't
Good
even
one.
in no order neither. I'm gonna just
Okay.
say a five. Pete Rock, Jay Dilla, Dr. Dre, Timberland, and I'm gonna squeeze Kanye and Pharrell in the fifth.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So now, how about hip hop artists, dead or alive? Top five.
No order once again.
Okay.
This going off of Big Pun, Big L, Cameron, Scarface, mm, and I'm gonna squeeze Biggie and Nas.
You're gonna squeeze them together.
Yeah, in that whatever slot.
Okay. So now I want to run down these verses that you've probably have been watching. We're going to start off with the first one. Who do you feel got it, Jeezy or Gucci Mane?
Gucci took that, man.
Okay. How about Dipset and the Locks?
Of course, even though I produced for them boys, and I felt like they was gonna come with it. Jadakiss and the Locks damn sure took that one.
Okay,
I ain't
fair
see
enough.
that one coming.
Performance wise, not performance wise, hit for hit, song wise. That's what I'm asking when it comes to not how good they did performing. I'm asking hit for hit wise, the songs that they chose to play. Who do you have?
Again, said because the Dipset songs was ringing off,
Right.
but the Locks was from another era. Having more music gives you the advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And so, all right, with that one, you didn't. I don't know. Did you watch the Stephanie Mills and Shaka Khan?
I didn't get a chance to watch that particular one. I know wifey probably watched it. I just heard about the memes and stuff about I guess think Shaka Khan, her sound was messed up or something like that.
Okay. All right. And so, how about up to the last one that just left? 3-6 Mafia or Bone Thugs and Harmony?
3-6, man. I already seen that. And then, again, listen to the productions, people, and the beats. Like, they beats was cool, and then DJ Paul and Juicy J beats was coming off. If you had a sound bar, your bass, whatever you was listening to the verses through, it would have told you. Speakers ain't gonna lie.
Okay. And those are the verses. But we're going to touch on this one just because I know it gets under your skin. Alicia Keys is looking at doing the verses. Do you know who they're trying to pair her up with?
Yeah, Riri or Beyonce.
Yeah. What do you see coming out of that? Future for the future people that, you know what I'm saying, when it drops, we already have your answer.
I don't know, man, because shit, Alicia came outside, and I gotta put pressure on somebody else to come outside. And, it's like, versus is good at, once they get that momentum or people start to doing that, find your match.
So which one would you give her, Beyonce or Riri? And who do you have taken the win?
I guess it would have to be Beyonce because of then again, what's the terms? So like all of this shit get gray area when you know what's up, how this shit could go, because this is a big production versus now. It's not no rinky dink shit.
Right.
So it's like, yo, is niggas coming out doing a game performance? You got to put that on it now. But if, like I said, if niggas is just going song for song and they ain't really performing and they drinking, then it's on the 20 songs that you playing. It's tricky. I said it's gray area shit.
So who would you have win it? Still, even in the gray area, if somebody got to win, who you got?
Alicia Beyonce or Alicia Riri.
Either one.
You gotta just watch that shit, G. Or you ain't getting me, Hooda. You gotta just watch. I'll talk with PRs. You ain't gonna get me. I'm still in this.
I'm
thing.
trying over here, bro. I'm trying.
Nah, man. You gotta watch that thing. It's your wine.
Okay, so all right, fair enough. All right, so okay. Also, they're supposed to be having Lil Kim versus Foxy. If that goes down, who would you have?
Oh man, that's Kim.
That's Kim.
The impact of the culture Like Foxy definitely can rap and spit, but girls wanted to be like Kim. There's people still dressing like Kim Halloween. That
Hmm.
impact, the Cardi B's, Megas and them, that tastefulness in the music and the perception and the image. That's Kim.
Okay. Would you ever do a versus?
I would do a versus, but they not gonna put me in no verses unless they do like an independent.
That's what I'm talking about on the independent scale.
They gotta do like an independent versus.
And you would do it?
Yeah, I would do it for the
Oh,
culture.
okay. Coming up, did you ever do beat battles or anything like that?
Nah,
Never got
I
into that.
did. Like I think I did it one time online, but I think they cheated me. So it
Mm,
was like, if or like I would say more like beat cipher because it's like it's hard to you got to put a song. It's hard to like then it's like if you got producers judging beats. So like most of the times, them shits is like that. So if you a threat to a nigga, he not gonna put your shit on the one to give you more, you know, aware and likeness to your production brand and you. So I just felt like I stick to my lane and making records and being on, doing what I do.
okay. That makes sense. Okay, so now let me ask you. I'm gonna throw two more curveballs out there for you. Would you produce a track for 6ix9ine, and
Nope.
why or why not?
Nah, man, that's again, this thing is culture. So, what I mean, you can't be doing and moving certain ways in the culture and what I mean, expecting the benefit off of it after math.
Okay.
Not for
How
me.
how about a whack rapper?
Mm, I'm fortunate enough to try to stay away from them, or I'm blessed enough now to stay away from that stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? And even when, I was, work like, I had the placement stuff, and then, I started my label. So, my bros is dope. Dipset and them dope. Papoose, everybody, LEP Bogus Boys. Um, everybody on the placements is dope. So, I was fortunate enough to stay away from that. Not to have to work with whack artists just for whatever.
But would you now though? Like if they came to you like, yo, I'm trying to lease a beat, they getting it, and you go check out their music and be like, I don't like this, but what's your answer from there?
Yeah, I guess business wise, because if it's a lease, it's not like he own a joint. He wanna, basically like free. It's like he wanna basically freestyle to the joint, and it's like going to Foot Locker. If you got it to afford it, and you get it, and you're not that good on it, it's gonna show. They gonna, my beat gonna still be hard, and they gonna say like how you said he whack, and Ray just got that couple dollars.
Yeah. Okay. So could they get an exclusive? Like if they had the money to pay for an exclusive, would you give it to them?
Yeah, business.
Business. Okay. So can I ask this then? Why not 6ix9ine?
That's different.
That's different business.
Yeah,
Okay. Fair enough.
that's way different business.
Fair
Feel
enough.
me? I think anybody with sense or whatever, or a moral code or principles, like that's different business. Like we ain't tripping on that. But somebody who whack, who could afford the exclusive, or whatever, like that's on them. They for one thing, I respect whack or whatever, or however people not good. you take yourself serious. That's why I would do it.
Okay, that's fair enough. So go ahead and let the people know where they can find you at on these social sites and your web page and your platforms and everything that's connected to Hood Celeb, Chicken Talk Radio Live, so on.
Um, Once again, like I said, www.hoodcelebs.com. That's definitely dope. We got the Instagrams and all of that, but we definitely got a .com. Y'all can holler at us direct at Hood Celebs on Instagram, like how I said. Um, to holler at my assistant at Beat Trafficking. They'll contact me. I'll get back with you on there on the IG. Um, my YouTube is Ray Tracks Hood Celebs. I gotta drop more content on there. Um, and I got a Twitch channel. I'm gonna start dropping some content on there. I think the name is Twitch TV, Ray Tracks. So look for me up on there too. And 2022, man, I'm gonna just be diversifying my brand.
All right. And with that being said, y'all, we have had a blast. It's been a blessing to have the legendary Ray Tracks once again here, and I hope y'all learned something from another one of these legends. The independent game, this is what we're trying to change of how it's looked at. You can be industry in the independent. The independent is
Definitely,
the new
man.
industry, pretty much. So,
Definitely, man. Or
thank,
thanks for having me, Hooda.
hey, thanks for coming through, brother. I really appreciate it.
Or man, you already know. Oh yeah, y'all could check us out. Like I said, every Fridays, Chicken Talk Radio, 8 p.m.
That's right.
Me, True Knowledge, and G Man Rock.
All right. Y'all heard that. 8 p.m. Eastern for all y'all out there. And outside of that, man,
And
I ain't got nothing
oh
else to.
yeah,
Go
my
ahead. You
bad.
go.
Shout
Go. You
out
got it.
Trapper G, Swoosh
Yes.
Fontaine, Chant Marciano, also. Shout out my nigga Sleazy. You know what I mean, bro? Just touch back down. So shout out, bro.
Word.
G Man Rock, Hood Celeb Shard. Um, shout out to my kids. They definitely big supporters and number one fans of Daddy. Shout out my wife, shout out my mom, um, shout out my brothers, Kelsey Vaughn, and yeah, shout out my sis Felicia, shout out my auntie Lisa, my uncle Lati. Yeah, that's it, man. Just wanted to do that. So I'm gonna definitely let them see this, man.
Definitely, man. This is dope. This is dope. And with that being said, y'all, positive energy always creates elevation. And if that
Oh,
was over,
definitely shout out my second mom, my auntie, my aunt Annette. Definitely I gotta shout out my second mom, that Swoosh mom. So definitely
100.
I gotta shout out, my second mom. So Auntie Annette, love you. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a few more seconds, so just in case if you think of anybody else, right quick.
Um, my aunt Ari.
Okay.
Shout out my aunt Boo Boo. Rest in peace to my grandma, Pearl Williams. Um, or rest in peace to all, anybody to lost anybody, family members this year, COVID or not. Um, you know, they our angels now, our guardian angels.
Yes, sir. Good. You can keep
Yeah,
going,
we
brother.
good.
You sure?
Yeah, that's it, man. I think I did enough shout outs, and I don't want to get over shout outy at the
It's
end.
all good, yo. It's all
Um,
good. They all deserve it. So, you know what I'm saying? They played a part in your life. They deserve that.
Definitely,
Definitely.
definitely though. So I wanted to just give them that. So when they see this, definitely.
They know it is what it is.
Or
Ray Track still out here working, y'all. Y'all know what it is already, man. Y'all know positive energy always creates elevation. And if that was over your heads, all we saying is peace.
hood.